Salutations, viewers. My name is Game Dame, and welcome to Legends of Runeterra Patch Notes Review 3.6.0, and it is their second anniversary. So they have their second anniversary login event going on, and they're giving out gifts to celebrate. So make sure you guys clock in and get all those gifts ready, because the release of patch of 3.6.0 is from release of patch 3.6.0 to May 11th at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So log in over 7 days to receive the exclusive second anniversary rewards, including arcane skins for Vi and Jinx. See this look arcane Vi emote and turning to icon and card back. So this is exclusively from now until May 11th. Make sure you guys log in for those 7 days to get all of this grand anniversary event details. So without further ado, they got some new cards. So in addition to the rest of the card updates, they've got another new set of cards to fill in the gaps for a few archetypes: Elites, Reputation, and Udyr. So for right here, they have Might of the Vanguard, and they're improving the Elites package in this patch, and the Might of the Vanguard acts as a flexible way to bring another fairly statted elite to the field or make you and all other elites more elite. So let's watch this short video. Nice, nice. Look at that. That's actually kind of scary. That's actually terrifying. So what this card does, to play, spend all your mana, summon a Dauntless Vanguard, and grow its stats to that amount. If 9+ mana was spent, grant all other allied elites +2/+2. That is Might of the Vanguard, and that is what we just saw right now. And all the Vanguards going absolutely nuts with the buffs. Then we have For Glory. This Reputation is cost 3, summoned one cost 3. It says something. I cost 3. Duh. Summon 2 Trifarian Glory Seeker. So this is a 6 mana card, and it's a slow. But this one will have a few additional changes, and we're gonna see that right here. So it looks like they were able to get that card down a little bit, cost-wise. Nice. It was able to happen. Wow, that's actually really good. That was insane. That was these updates to these Vanguard cards are really, really nice. Then we have Inner Beast, which give an ally +1/+1 this round. Create a stance swamp in your hand. Now, let's see this in action. It's a 2-cost card. Burst. Whoa. Nice. Freljord. Yeah, ice. And then those are the new cards that they're adding. So we got card updates. So as laid out in early 2022 roadmap, their champion adjustment. This is their champions adjustments patch. They've made a range of changes to some underplayed champs, and to help with some game plans. So nerfs to Bandletree and Yordles and Arms, and we're getting a look at each champion and their updates. Ashe level 1. She was Frostbit. 4+ enemies. Now you decrease 4+ enemies power to 0. And then, which I don't think is a bad change. It's just a different change now. Darius level 1. I see the enemy nexus has 10 health or less. I see the enemy nexus, which has been changed to, I see the enemy nexus has half of its starting health. To be more, so this change is only to be more consistent in the path of champions. So Galio got a bit of a buff for his level 2. So his base stats for level 2 was 09. Now it's to 010, which I think is still a very good buff for Galio there. And then for Garen, they said Garen was feeling a bit vanilla, so they modernized his design while helping him to enable Demacians to do what they do best, fight with square stats. So in his second level, round start rally, when I'm summoned, give other allies +1/+1 this round. That's a pretty cool new effect. I like that. I like that. With Karma at level 2, her new effect, create in hand a random spell from your regions. When you play a spell, cast it again on the same targets. Which I do think is really awesome. So they explained right here. So she was losing functionality on level up. Didn't feel great. So her level 2 now retains the spell regeneration, which I think is absolutely fantastic for Karma. As I remember when Karma first came out, she was incredibly broken. Now with Katarina for her level 2, her new effect, play, rally. Create a 0-cost fleeting blades edge in hand. Strike, recall me. So when she strikes, she just gets recalled, and then you can just keep replaying her over and over and over again. So she's retaining her level 1 functionality, reducing the cost of Blade's Edge to 0 from her level 2 form. Then LeBlanc level 2. When I level up and each time I see you deal 15 plus damage, create a mirror image in hand. If you already have one, reduce its cost by 1 instead. Apparently it's tough to generate mirror image with LeBlanc, so they're giving her a copy and reducing its cost by 1. So actually, I think that's still pretty good because LeBlanc can be hard to play sometimes. Leona level 2, her keywords were none. Now it's overwhelmed, which I think is very appropriate for Leona. Now Malphite, they only changed his new effect in level 2. So when you play him, his new effect stuns the enemy, which is in line with his ult, which I really, really like. Susan, aka Nasus or Nasus, depending on how you pronounce him. Now his keywords in his level 1 were none to fearsome, which I think is a good update for his card, makes him a lot more playable. For Nocturne level 2, when you play in the unit, give enemies -1, -0 this round. Now his new description is, when you summon a unit, give enemies -1, -0 this round. So changing play to summon gives Nocturne more options to fill the board. So when you summon instead of play, that is the key term right there. Scion level 2 got buffed from 1/6 to 2/6 for his level 1. Scion level 2 is now 8/6 to 9/6. So he got a nice attack buff in each of his levels. And then his returned version also gets that +1 buff to his attack, getting him a little bit extra. Now Udyr, here we go. His level up condition was you've damaged the enemy nexus 7+ times this game. Now it changed to you've played stance swap 3 times this game, and his base stats actually got a bit of a buff in the attack department from a 4/4 to a 5/4, and that applies to his level 2 from a 5/5 to a 6/5. So now his stance swap should actually feel a lot better in this game and make him a lot more viable. Then we have Vladimir, so his keywords were none, but now it's fearsome and regeneration at level 2, and again, that's his level 2. So we'll have a hard time dealing with Vladimir, I feel like, in this next patch. Now that's all the champions updates. So now we have followers, spells, and landmarks. Sorry, still getting over my allergies here. Ambush cost got a bit of a nerf, went from 2 to 3. Ballistic bot got a bit of a nerf, went from a 1/3 to a 0/3. Blood for blood got a bit of a buff, went from fast to burst, so you can do that instantly. Buried Sun Disk, the description has changed. So when an ascended ally levels up, advance me 10 rounds. But instead, it's when an ascended ally levels up, advance me 9 rounds. So it got a bit of a buff, but for 1 less round. Callus Bone Crusher, the description changed from Reputation I cost 2. But Reputation I cost 3, and when I'm summoned, grant me Overwhelm, which I think is a bit of a buff, even though it's kind of a change in the cost, but you get an additional attribute in that card. Hyara All-Seer. her description got changed, or his description got changed. When I'm summoned, create a stance swamp in hand. It costs 0 this round. Now it got changed to when I'm summoned, create a stance swap in hand. The first stance you play each round costs 0. That makes this card a much more high level card to have, because in each first stance you play each round costs 0 each round. So this, we're going to see a lot more of this card. Then we have Swiftwing Lancer, got a buff from none to elite, which especially with the new elite stuff that they have in this patch is very helpful. Then they have the Bandle Tree. Cost got buffed from 5 to 4, but the description changed. So the original description was round start, create a follower from a new region in hand. Win the game if you summoned units from 10 regions, which is crazy. And then round start, it got changed to round start, create a follower from a new region in hand. Win the game if I've seen units from 10 regions summoned. So this is a really cool card. I actually can't wait to see more and more playstyles to fit this one specific card in general. And then Vanguard Squire, cost got buffed from 4 to 3. And then Yordles and Arms. It used to be give allies +2/+2 this round. If you summon or cast cards from 4+ regions, give allies +4/+4 instead. So now it's give allies +2/+2 this round. If you summoned or cast cards from 4+ regions, give allies +3/+3. So it got nerfed a little bit, but I think this is still really good regardless. Dragon's Protection. Now it's a slow to a focus. Apparently this change has been being considered for some time, but the effect doesn't warrant being slow speeds or upgrading to focus, which I still think is good for it. It doesn't change my opinion about it too much. Now Shadow Apprentice, the description changed. When I'm summoned, if you have an ephemeral ally, grant me +1/+1. And then it got changed to when you summon an ephemeral ally, give me +1/+0 this round. So it got a little bit of a nerf there in the health department, but I still think it's a pretty good card because it is elusive. And now we're on to game rule updates, so let's watch this short video. Pass. Now, okay. End round. Okay, that's nice that they added that in there. Pass, cast. Okay. Okay. Love to see it. Love to see it. Resolve, I would imagine, means finish the round and attack. So, context from the game designer Rubenzo. Burst pass previously, you could only end the round after your opponent has fully passed without taking an action. Beginning of this patch, if your opponent passes after playing only a burst or focus spell, you may now end the round, which I think is a really big change with how the game rules actually happen. So they're making this change to create consistency for gameplay inside and out of combat, higher risk decisions, especially in late game, and reduce empty and unnecessary pass and pass backs, which I very much enjoy that they have to, so I'm not sitting there for like a few rounds like, okay, none of us are doing anything. So cast is merging with play. So they describe this as a bit complex, so let's define play in Legends of Runeterra first. When a card leaves your hand into play or onto the stack, that's playing a card. So they changed cast. Cast cards have been adjusted to activate when you play a card. So targeting now activates when you play a card. So they're adjusting 61 cards in ways that range from small text changes to larger impact timing changes. So they're making these changes to unify the timing of spell listeners to increase consistency and understandability, increase gameplay satisfaction with cards with like Lux or Heimerdinger, and increase overall utility slow spells and clean up the space for new mechanics. I really, really love this new change to the game. I think it cleans it up, as well as it makes you critically think a lot more, especially on your toes for anything that you could do, especially in card games. You have to think critically about what your next move is going to be. And I just really like this change because it's going to make the gameplay a lot more seamless. Some visual UX updates. Here we go. Always, I'm a UX UI person, so I'd love to see the updates. I like that. Okay, so Yeah, you're in attack mode. Okay. That's a good indicator. I like that. They're on attack and they're on defense. That's actually very helpful for some people, especially when you're commentating. And showing this like in live action, pretty much. Draven. Draven. I hate Draven decks. Literally my least favorite thing on the planet, but that's because I also hate Draven players. So on top of 3.4.0's premonition update, no gameplay rules are changing based on these updates. They're only visual, and that is just what we saw in that little video right there. So stack clarity, the board visuals aim to clarify unresolved actions, which is nice. Attacker and blocker indicators, which we saw. The turn gems button naming, the OK end turn blue button has been relabeled for consistency. That happens to reduce ambiguity. The attack chevrons and clear ghost blockers. So I really like all the UX UI updates. I think it makes it a lot more clearer. I do think maybe they should make it a little bit bigger and maybe not so translucent. Maybe they should make it solid, especially for some people who have issues with color, like color blindness. Obviously, I don't think it's that awful, but you just got to make sure, and you got to be not swift about it, but cognizant. So, got some personalization champion skins. First, we got Arcane Vi. Perfect. Love it. Love Arcane Vi. This is the Arcane Jinx. Love Arcane Jinx. Definitely love the show Arcane. I think it was so well done. Then they have alternate art. So based on feedback regarding skins and their continuing efforts, they've added custom champion spell card art to add to all existing epic tier skins, as well as new VFX pool for Pool Party Draven spinning Axe spell. Nice. So they have Battle Academia Lux. They have Cosmic Zephyr Yasuo. Then they have Darkstar Zed, Gilded Vi, Pool Party Talia, Santa Braum, Sentinel Aurelia, Worldbreaker Trundle, Ruined Draven, and Pool Party Draven. Gotta love it. And then we got the emotes here. See this look? That is Vi when she's a kid in the show Arcane. Then they have this Turning to card back. This is special only up until May 11th. And then this is also only special till May 11th, Turning 2. And then City of Progress, which I do love. Then they have their various bug fixes. And it's nice to see that they have 2 people on this rather than 1. I do think this is a very good patch update. Lots in here. 2nd anniversary, new cards updates, new way to play the game. And they explain it very, very well. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this new patch that they have initiated. Do you hate it? Do you love it? What is your favorite aspects? What's your least favorite aspects? Let me know in the comments down below. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I highly appreciate your time as always. But please do not forget to subscribe and or follow, not only to my YouTube, but to my Twitch. You guys know where my YouTube is at, but you can find my Twitch at twitch.tv/thegamedame. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.